Welcome everyone. Today we're gonna take a look at selection sort. So, how do we implement selection sort in Java? First of all, let's take a look at the definition of selection sort. So, during each iteration, we will select the smallest item from the unsorted portion, usually kind of from the right hand side, and then move it to the left hand side of sorted sorted kind of portion by swapping those elements. So, what I'm saying is this array first we set both the current item and current index value as the 9, and then we keep Trevor through each array after this, and we find the minimum index I, and then we swap I and 9 later on. And then we keep our current index is 8, and then as the current index is 8, and then we keep iterating through and find the smallest element 2, and then we swap those 2. And then we keep moving our algorithm going on and on. So how do we do it in Java? Let's think about it. Import java.util star and import java.io.star. So first of all, let me define a class here called solution, and then I want to make a private function called private static. Doesn't matter, it belongs to a class, right? So int, it's gonna return an integer array called selection sort, and this basically method will take an array int of an array as an integer, and what I want to do is I'm going to definitely start my for loop traversing through each element, which is array.length, and then later on I'll definitely want some inner loop. So before I traverse through inner loop, because I want to set a minimum index, so I want to basically I want to loop through every I want to implement every loop from each min index, which is gonna be set by every single element. So what I mean by that is I'm gonna set an int min index as an I. This case, so in our first case, it's the I would be 0, I would 1, 2, 3, so it's gonna be in index, and later on, this after the array following after, it's gonna be the array following after. So definitely the index is gonna start from I plus 1, right? And then this should be smaller than array.length and j plus plus. What we want to do is basically we want to, hey, right now my mean is somewhere, let's say it's 8, right? So I want to figure out, hey, if that is there any value that is smaller than 8, right? Then we want to move our mean index, and then we want to kind of swap those two values. So what I mean by that is, hey, if arrays of I is if arrays of I is smaller than arrays of mean index, doesn't make sense. So if I find any element that's basically smaller than a given index, then I want to basically defining, hey, mean index is actually now switching over to the j, because we now find a really small element, for example this 1, if this min index is I, if I find a rate of I, 1 is smaller than 9, right? So if I find any of them, then I'm gonna set, hey, look at this, the min index is gonna be the j. So after we finish this, checking all this loop, after this, we want to check, hey, now, did we find a mean index, and is it same as originally like I? In this case, is it same as 9? Because there might be a chance that after checking everything, because there is not the mean index coming up, maybe that's whatever you said initial mean index gotta be the same as the original one, right? If then we don't want to change, but if this not same as this means basically this if statement means I find any element that is smaller that's different from I, it means I found something that's smaller than that element of in min index position. Then we want to swap it. How do we swap it? I want to say, hey, arrays of I is gonna be the same as arrays of min index. So I'm gonna send this min index back to the I position, and I'm bringing that I position of min index to the front. Does it make sense to you? So I'm gonna basically swapping. But because, as you see here, arrays of I got updated, now we want to equal temp equals what? Arrays of index of I. Does it make sense? And then later on, I'm gonna return. I want to return it the array. So let's check and let's see if we can print it. Public static void main and string args. That's gonna be the same as what? Int of array a equals, I'm gonna say whatever this one that I'm kind of having this. Oops, nope. And then, hey, I want to store the returning results of that from solution dot, okay, it belongs to class selection sort of A, okay? And I want to loop through each of them, because you can remember, when you cannot just print integer array or array in Java, you need to loop through it, otherwise you can print some address memory, because it automatically implements the toString method in Java. So it's the best way for you to print out the elements in an integer array or string array, whatever you name it. It's from looping through it. So system.out.print. I want to print horizontally so that we can kind of see the results better, with some space in it. Hopefully that works. Alright, okay, mean index, I forgot. This bracket here. 1111555. Okay, what is the thing that I'm missing here? Definitely there's a mistake that I'm kind of committing here, unfortunately. Arrays of I, arrays of J, let me look at here. I guess it should be J, in this case, because right now, no, is it I or J? We need to kind of think it straight, because after we finish everything, right, we want to kind of keep checking on which is right or wrong, and that's kind of, this one belongs to the I, because this is still inside of this inner for loop, right? So why is it printing 111155556 even though I'm thinking of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or whatever the 0 index that you name it, right? So I guess there's something wrong with my original portion. So 92, yeah, it's fine. Indexed, and I want to set the min index equal I. The J's index J plus plus, I plus plus. If arrays of I, J, no, if J is the min index, I'm gonna set min index equals gonna be the J, and after that, I want to check if is min index equals same as I. If that's not equal, I want to int temp equal arrays of I, and arrays of I equals arrays of min index. Or min index equal. Oh, I'm sorry, this should be Y. Now I was updating. I'm dumb because I basically swapping not these two values. I was not using this temp variable, so it should work right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So sorry. So this was the selection sort in Java. I hope you understand what I was trying to get at. I mean, I can traverse through every single element here. Like, for example, arrays equal, after the first loop, it's going to be Y. 1, 8, 2, 3, 9, 5, 7, 6. And after that, arrays equal what? 1, 2, 8, 3, 9, 5, 7, 6. And then next time arrays equals, the 8 is going to be swapped over with 3, and so goes on. So I hope you enjoy my video, and I hope you subscribe to my channel, and I'll promise you I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.